Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Sunless Seas. Today I have a new idea that I want to try and track down. I have been told about a magician and I want to try and find him. He's an officer. I think he's back at London, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to try and go back to London. But I've just noticed I have no fuel, so let me just... Is my hold full of anything that I should be selling? It is not. Okay, good. Let's launch off. I would like to find all the things for the man at Venderblight, the curator, and the magician is a key to getting one of them, I believe. So let's see if we can find him. It's a chance that he spawns in London. If he doesn't spawn there, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do, but we'll work that out when we actually get to London, I suppose. Hopefully he's just there. He probably won't be, because that's how it always works with me. But we're trying to find an eyeless skull, which is an item that I know about because of Fallen London. Never had one. Don't actually know what you use it for, but I know they exist. But we need one here, because apparently it's one of the colour items. So, And I think there's a few ways you can get them, or get one, but it's exceedingly rare. I think it comes up as part of the magician's quest. I also have just like a weakness for magicians, so that kind of intrigues me as well. I don't already own him, do I? That would be funny. Own him. That's not the right term. I didn't pick him up, did I already? No. I think he's a chief engineer. I can have a vigilant idol. Oh, of course I can. Gives me 4 mirrors. It's actually not that bad. It's not as good as 3 mirrors and 2 pages from the Blemmigan, though. Oh, I crashed. Damn. Damn and blast. I do like the Blemmigan. I have a soft spot for Blemmigans. I never used to care about them that much, but the more I played the games, the more I have a soft spot for them. Coming into London now anyway. Hopefully, it'll happen. I think his mission requires us to go to Aneurin. But I'm not 100% sure, so I might be able to sneak in another trade run there. There is no way that couldn't possibly be a good idea. Because how many trade runs can I fit into a series? That's the question. You should never have too much money. I also need to fix the ship, because apparently we've lost quite a lot of health. Whoops. Alright, Wolfstack Docks. Let's hope we get lucky. Do I have honey? Did I buy honey? Don't actually know. It's fine. It's the people who don't care about honey, even if I do. Do their worst. Messages from the Harbour Master? Did I get honey? One way to find out. I did. Sell a shipment of red honey to the Brass Embassy. Aha, 1,000 echoes. That covers all travelling expenses. Okay, so if it's London, a new recruit, I think. Oh, release the Scrimshaw Chronicler from your service. I mean, I could. He's considering staying in London. I could open a shop, he says, by the docks. There's Bone here too. There's always Bone. Should I let him go? Do I have anyone to replace him? He's a cook. I don't think I have any. Have anyone to replace the cook? I do. I have the bandaged French word. Okay, I'll let him go. Sure, why not? Oops. Didn't mean to do that. A modest reputation. He goes ashore with his fish skin knapsack, his shark skin boots, the little wash leather bag that the bosun gave him to carry his tools. He sets up shop in a shack behind the blind helmsman. Over the months, curiosity brings visitors to see the bone-carving savage from the rotting shell city. His skill is significant, his reputation more so. He learns to trade on it. And last you see his name, it's on a mahogany hall handbill as the Bone Chronicler, who tells fortunes on stage. We gained 1 heart and we gained 3 outlandish artifacts. That's a really cool little story. I like that. That's not why I'm here, but I'll take it. I I think it's a new recruit. Oh, lovely. How lucky is that? I don't know how guaranteed that was, but here we go. Engage an officer. The Genial Magician. Or the Genial. The Genial Magician? Yes, that's Genial. Good afternoon, my lady. Perhaps I can do your engines some good. No, I'm quite the engineer. Difficult to credit, isn't it? But here are my references. Welcome aboard. I'll get to work below. Perhaps I should change out of this jacket first, of course. Okay. To my officers here. First, let's equip a cook. Never have too many cooks. Here he is. Let's speak to him. He's a good engineer, despite that missing hand, but sailors fall silent when he passes. We can either ask bluntly about his hook after a fish supper and half carafe and adequate moral ways. Or we can ask how a magician came to be an engineer after a meal of salt pork and a glass of good Greyfields. Or we can dispel his darkness. Huh. I don't know what that is. We can also proposition him, of course. Honestly, I could use the distraction. Don't look at me like that. You're terribly desirable, but I could use the distraction. Brilliant. Let's go with... How did a magician become an engineer? It cost me 1 supply. He gestures, carefully, with his hook. This. It makes card tricks difficult. But we know about mechanisms, we magicians. My speciality was mirrors. But there are principles in common. It was a good start, and I found that I needed to go to sea. But why? Because, my lady, someone owes me a hand. Once a friend, now an enemy. I'm looking for a weapon to use against them. If once we find it, I may have a favour to ask you. Okay, find a serpent image to continue the Genial Magician's story. They can often be found in Irem, and rarely in Venderblight and other places. We can go to Venderblight, I suppose, but yeah, Irem was where I thought I was going to go. I didn't realise I could go to Venderblight. Can we check Venderblight first? It makes sense, doesn't it? But before we go anywhere, let's go to our lodgings. Spend some time with our family. Let's go to London and put our ship in the dry dock, because we may as well fix it. This will completely repair your hull, 100 echoes, back up to ship shape, as they say. And we can also... Do I need crew? I don't really need crew, do I? We do need supplies, though. If we're going to Irem, I should buy coffee. I should buy lots and lots of coffee. Kind of want to go to Irem. Let's buy coffee. Let's do it. How bad can it be? Wolf stack exchange. Do I need anything else? I think so. I think I'm just going to take loads of honey. Honey? No. Coffee. Apparently my brain just isn't working today. One of those days. It's working slightly more efficiently than before because the heat has died down. Thankfully. Right, let's head off to Irem. It'll take us a while. Should I go to Venderblight just to see if it works? Then I've got to... I suppose I could go to Venderblight and then across to Irem. Or I'm just going to go straight across to Irem. Makes the most sense. A nice little journey. It's not that bad crossing from one side of the map to the other with the new engines and things. Of course, I could use the F key to really propel myself across the map, but I'd probably explode. Let's be honest. We all know just how much my... Oh, then again, I could get lucky and get that speedboat motion. Shall I press F1? See what happens. Let's go. Give me the speedboat failure. That's my favourite. Oh my god, we shift. Oh my god, we go when we press F. We do use a lot of fuel though. Obviously. I think my terror still goes up at the same rate as well, because I think it's based on movement. I don't know, maybe it isn't. There's station 3. might stop off at Port Cecil as well. I have a funny feeling I need Scintillate. Which is annoying, because I had lots of Scintillate at one point and I sold it all. But it's fine. I think you get Scintillate at Port Cecil. It's either Port Cecil or... It's not really the Fathom King's Hold, is it? That doesn't make sense. Speaking of the Fathom King, because of the new evolution story in Fallen London, which I just did a video on the first part, I've been trying to increase my Z-legs, my Z-faring skill. And I swear to God, I've died at sea 3 times. I'm not a very good sailor in Fallen London. I don't know how I manage it, but I just keep dying. So I was in the court of the Fathom King, and I was like, oh, well, I've been here before, in a different game. I try. I think I've got my Z-faring to 4, out of a maximum of 5. I'm just worried that I'm going to need it for the evolution story, because it's all based on the sea, so... If my Z-faring is too low to pass a check, it's going to be a real pain, because I'm only going to find out when I get there. Do I want to kill that rat barge? My terror is quite high. Yeah, 36, not too bad. All clear. It's kind of bad. 36 is kind of bad. I am running out of fuel, though. I wonder if they sell fuel at Port Cecil. They definitely don't sell fuel at Aneurin, from what I remember. This is fine. Just dock. I think I can find... Gather Scintillate, here we go. The best of the coral will fetch a high price in London. But walk the reefs of the principles, and you risk delusion and despair. Take your crew, and go carefully. Damn it! I think I need something awaits. That's mildly annoying. Okay, can I just buy Scintillate? No. Oh, I can buy fuel though. Excuse me. We'll come back this way when we get to Aneurin. Uh-oh. Don't crash, don't crash, don't... Fine. You know, it wouldn't be my ship if it didn't have a dent in it. The wreck of the Emperor Wolfgang. I still think that's an amazing name for a boat. Have I named my ship yet? I don't think I have. I keep forgetting to do it. Alright, Aneurin should be just up here. You know you're in trouble when there's just wrecks everywhere. There's a wreck of the Nocturne as well. Fond memories of that place. The dock at Aneurin. I mean, there's plenty of serpents here, I feel. I'm assuming I'm gonna have to go... I'll pour a pour while we're here. I assume I'm gonna have to go to the House of the Amber Sky. Rest, traveller. Our waters are warm, our cushions, our petals soft. Lay your head here. You will be healed, or better yet, you will be renewed. Payment in coffee? Yes, please. Here we go. Retrieve a serpent image. The jungle around you is rich with violently coloured fruit, buzzing with insects and unseen life. Something nestled in the mossy crook of a grey-leafed tree. A wooden serpent, lacquered with black, red and yellow. Its eyes are garnet flakes. Mind if I pick that up? The Genial magician asks. Was he with you when you lay down to sleep? Yeah, sure, go for it. A weapon, perhaps. Humans rule the waking world, he tells you. More or less, and the Finger Kings rule most of this place. A long time ago, some rather careless people made these images to imprison Finger Kings. I'm not so careless. I can use it to enact my revenge on the king that took my hand. He is gloating. He actually strokes his mustache with his hook. He retires to his cabin to investigate the serpent image, but emerges a day later, disappointed. Different geometries, he explains obscurely. Do you mind if we pop by the Khanate? I could find someone there to help me work this out. We have to go to the Khan's Heart. Okay. Okay, I'm down for going to the Khan's Heart. But before that, let's make sure we trade in all of our dark drop coffee beans for Palabola linen. Yeah, there's interesting things here, but no, we can buy supplies here. We can buy fuel here. Do I need to buy fuel? I don't think I do. I do need to lower my terror though, but if we go to Khan's Heart's just there. Go to Dahut. Go back to Port Cecil first. See if we can get some Scintillite. I'm not actually sure if I need the Scintillite. I just vaguely remember thinking I'm going to need Scintillite. But I don't remember what for or why. Because I try not to look into it too much. I just needed to know where to find the magician, because I was like, how have I not found an officer? And it turns out it was just, you know, the basic go to the London and ask for the guy. And I just don't do that very often. I was at 43. I think I might actually have to really seriously consider lowering my terror. Mildly worrying. I guess, oh no, if I didn't sell on my coffee, I could... Oh well, let's kill this Mara away. If we kill this, it might lower my terror enough. Uh-oh. Why is it glowing a strange colour? Oh, is it under the water? But I could still see it? How very bizarre. Okay, that lowered my terror a little bit. It did. We don't need to rescue Nujana, let's butcher it. Stygian ivory, hunting trophy, and we gained a lamentable relic. A human skull! This isn't the Z-Beast's stomach. What are they doing there? Like a seed in a gourd. Okay. Where's the dock? It's over here. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is fine. I'm stuck. I don't know. Why do I constantly crash at Port Cecil? You know, it's like all my previous crashes have been in this place. Not my finest hour, I will admit. Another eel. I'm going to kill it. Because it was relatively easy to kill. Admittedly, that was with the buff of the... Ow. Ow. Blue Scintillite. Got it. Let's dissect it for knowledge. Gained 5 fragments of terror and 2 terror. God damn it. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Port Cecil, can I gather Scintillite? Cross your fingers. Hey, there we go, we got 1 Scintillite, wonderful. The shining mind has dissolved. You know why and how. Coral is fading. You find only a single Scintillite lump. I'm guessing me destroying the mine down below has kind of done some damage. It's fine. Let's, I'm just gonna top up here. I know it's kind of like just spending tons of money, but it's fine. Right, do we get a Khan's Heart next, I guess? Khan's Heart. 41 terror. I really should do something about that. Let's pedal to the metal here. Wouldn't be an episode of Sunless Seas without the Khanate music in it. Let's see if we can get the Khanate music to proc. Admittedly, the Port Cecil music's kind of taken over. We can lose our terror in the Khanate, but it's just bloody expensive. There's the eel there. Bloody hell, why is there so many eels? Hundreds and hundreds of eels. I don't want to attack a Khanate ship. No. No, not a Khanate ship. Friends. Well, not necessarily friends, but not enemies either. I have nothing against the Khanate. They just don't like me very much. Which is unfair, because I have... Oh, well, there was that one time I sunk one of their ships. Oh, that other time where I sunk one of their submarines? Yeah, okay, no, that's kind of fair. I suppose there's a good reason they don't like me. Wasn't my fault, you know. They attacked me. Okay, here we go. Find help for the Genial magician. Someone in Khan's hut has what he needs. Okay, so we can hire informers. Someone will know. 500 echoes. We could speak to the sages if we had a watchful curio. We do not. Good lord, 5 secrets, a pail of parabola linen, and a watchful curio. That is expensive as hell. Or if we had a favour in the Carganian navy, we could use our pewter horsehead, but I don't have that. Let's hire some informers, I guess. Cost me some money. The informers of the Copper Quarter by the docks peddle knowledge from all over the Undersea. The only things they won't sell are their real names. One who calls herself the Bright Bird introduces you, and the magician to a wizened man in bright spider silk, a collector of looking glasses. The magician and the collector mutter together for a while. The collector wheezes with laughter. At last, the magician returns, eyes bright. The hall shall be well, he says, and all manner of things shall be well. I know where to go now. I know what to do. Thank you, my friend. My revenge is almost within my grasp. He looks ruefully at his hook. Return to London to continue and visit the Forgotten Quarter. Ooh. Can we go to the... I guess maybe we can go to the Forgotten Quarter now. I don't remember seeing the Forgotten Quarter as an option in Sunless Seas before. Maybe it's been there all along and I've just never clicked it. Sounds like something I'd do. Let's just pop to the hut first, because I need to get rid of this bloody terror and sell all of my parabola linen for money. Gotta finance these bloody crazy trips somehow. Straightforward. Hopefully we're probably going to find the Triskaligant, you know, the thing that I kill 100 times. Starting to feel genuinely sorry for it. Pretty good way of losing terror, though. Hello, something just came back on the sonar. What's this? Bones. Bones and a Triskaligant. The Z has not been kind. The colossal skull is intact, but the body has been reduced to a gnawed frame of bones. Carvings have been scored into the bones. Let's just examine the engravings. Gained 1 terror and 1 intriguing snippet. Wonderful. Whatever the words read, they are now lost. Someone has further defaced each bone of the whale with a knife, obliterating every line. This is the censorship of Scrimshander, meted out on her barren history. Right, Triskaligant. Let's go. Reverse. There we go. Easy. I'm mildly concerned that it hasn't dissolved. Avoid the maelstrom. Here goes 10 terror. My game is being very strange today. I wonder if there's some sort of corruption going on here. Weird things. Shiny enemies. Weird non-proper animations. I don't know. But it's fine. The hut. Wander. Look. Make no commitments. Wonderful. And then we go to the shop and we sell all of our parabola linen for large sums of money. And I think I'm going to go back to London. It'll probably take me till the end of the episode. And then we'll pick up the magician's storyline in the next episode. Now, I don't know if this is going to be one of those trading the officer to get the skull situations. I have a funny feeling it might be, but I don't actually know. So if anyone knows the answer to that problem, please feel free to let me know. Because I don't know what's better. Where is London? London should be straight up here. Successful trade trip. I don't know if we actually made any money. I feel like I spent loads of money on that trip because of the 500 echoes and the Carnet and various other little bits and pieces around. I'm not very good at saving money in this game. Okay. Crash. I should kill stuff if I come across it. Probably should. Keep my terror a bit lower. At 29, it's not too bad. Hopefully, I don't think I'll gain 20 terror by the time we get to London. Never be too careful, though. And obviously, we still need to do the immortality quest, but the Neathbow quest kind of just piqued my interest. I'm trying to get away with doing it. I don't know if this is the only way you can get this particular colour in the game. I don't even know what colour it is. I just know it's one of the colours. But hey ho, we'll find out. The hard way, like I find out everything in this game. Terrible choices, that's how I discover things in this game. I just make terrible choices. We still need to do stuff at Station 3 as well. I'm not sure what a lot of that stuff is. We need to get more... Get a suit of heart metal and stuff? I don't know what that's for. That achieves, but it's just another storyline I'd like to finish. I'd like to understand more about it. An island, we're almost there. I'd say that was a relatively successful excursion right there. It's been a long time since I finished an episode in London. Makes life easier. That's for sure, and here we are. Let's see if we get inspected when we dock. Oh dear, nothing to hide. There you go. They leave scuff marks on the newly scrubbed decks and take great pleasure in tangling the rigging. You'd find nothing more than dangerous than a mouldy ship's biscuit. And with that, I'm going to end this episode here. We will carry on with his story in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. And as always, I'll see you next time.